Hi, this is Elsa from Just a Few Designs, and as promised, I'm going to try to show you how to do this. I did the sneak peek on this, so I'm not going to go through this because this takes a lot of time to do. So, okay, we're doing that. So you're going to use a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and once again, it's perfect for the double-sided sheets, so you can really show them off. You're going to score at just like the first page that I showed you. Instead of cutting it, you're just going to score it. I hate this thing. Score it. So you're going to score it at 6. Then go ahead and do your first score. And I found out that these papers are not 12 by 12 square. There's always a little lip or something that comes up, see? So you always have to do a little bit of manipulating, reconstructive maneuvering. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so here's your paper in half. Then you're going to score it at 4 inches, just like before. And I like to turn my paper around, but if you don't like doing that, you would score at 4 and at 8. I just turn it around and do 4 and 4. Okay, so now you have a 12 by 12 sheet of paper that has down the middle and 4 by 4. Fold it in half, and then you just go ahead and fold your score lines up. Like this. And I forgot. I remember my bony thingy thing. Yeah, that I never know what to call it.
You forgot it?
I forgot it. Okay, so here you are, just like before. Once again, you are going to cut, and I do mine in 1/2 inch, but I saw people that did the one binding page and they did 1 inch or different, so you can do this to your measurements, but I do 1/2 inch. And here's my score line, so I'm going to cut up to that score line, and then I'm going to come down to the second score line, which is right here, and I'm going to cut that. So here we go. Once again, same thing as before. Now, if you have a bind-it-all, the bind-it-all goes perfectly through this. It doesn't, no problems, because you're going to be going to 2, 4, 6 layers of paper. If you don't have a bind-it-all and you're going to do it by hand, I haven't used a hand punch to do it, so I don't know how hard that's going to be. So you can go ahead and cut one of them if you don't have the bind-it-all. Unless you like mega strong and you can make holes through anything. But if you're going to use the bind-it-all, go ahead and glue those 2 flaps down. Like that onto themselves. Okay. On the side that isn't that pretty paper? On the side that's facing you, over here, that's going to fold up, you're going to take that side and you're going to cut 1/2 inch off. Okay? Just like that. So now, the side facing you is going to be 3 1/2, 4 inches, and 4 inches, right? So, you're going to need one of these. Not one of these, just a rounded cuts, rounders. And this, on this side, you're going to glue these down. So on the one that's a solid page, go ahead and do you a 1/2 circle right there. Right there.
The pretty side.
Okay, Crystal calls this the pretty side because it's solid. She says that this one, that's like this, is the ugly side. So now, glue your short end first. And use your glue of choice. I'm just using this because it's supposed to be quick, but it's proven not to be. So you glue that. And the reason that I say glue the short one first, because you see how it's missing that little 1/2 inch right there? When you bring back this one, it will cover it up and it'll look like a solid piece all the way down. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is, now you have where you're going to bind, and you have 2 sheets right here, right? Right where your score lines are, you're going to run a bead of glue. You can't see them with this paper, but it's right here. And I always use my finger to flatten it so it doesn't ooze out. Okay. By doing that, you made this little pouch. Okay? So now that's good. Now, the shorter end is facing you. You're going to fold that one up. And then you're going to fold this one up also. But you're going to bend this one down. Like this. And you can go ahead and do some fancy cutting right here. And I know that I have 15 minutes, but I'm still kind of close. I keep standing this up. And I just drank coffee, y'all, so I'm like sweating and this stupid glue don't want to work. Okay.
Stupid glue.
Stupid glue. Okay. So now you got your fold right there. Okay. Now take your rounder again and right like if you can see where that bend is, cut your circle so it'll come out and you can see it from that bend. So a little bit. You see it right there? Okay. So now you're going to glue this page down and just a little bit of glue right there and right here. Right there. And that'll glue and butt it right up to that ugly side. Call it the ugly side because that's what Crystal calls it. Okay, and then you're going to run another bead of glue on this right here. And that's it for this glue on this side. Now, by doing that, you've made this pouch for a tag and this pouch here for a tag. Okay, my glue's not dry. Okay, so now you're going to fold the top one this way, and then you're going to turn your page, and you're going to fold this page back. Okay, how am I doing on time?
We have 7 minutes left.
So now that's the main, that's it. That's your page right there. See? Did I tell you it was easy? Now, for this pocket right here, you're going to cut 3 3/4 by 12. And you're going to score it at 5 inches right here. And then I turn it around and at 1 1/4, I believe that's what it was, and at 3 inches. So 3 inches, 1 1/4, and then flip it around and do it at 5. And once again, you're going to take your rounder and you're going to do it right here. And this is on the 5-inch one, okay? Now, this one is going to now fold like this. And then it's going to fold back on itself and right there. Okay? Now, I did some decorative punching on this one. Right there. And right there. Okay? Now, you're going to glue, run your bead of glue right here. Now it's going to fold back right there. And then you're just going to glue this flap down. Right here. Okay? So what you've done now is that you have done this pouch for a tag. Right there. Okay? So now you have this. Here's the page we made, right? Okay, so picture here on these two on the inside flaps. That's where this is going to be glued. Right there. So you just want to bead of glue right here. And you glue this right there. And there.
And we need to remember just to do it on the side.
Yeah, just do it on the sides right here. Because what you did right there is that once again, this is where your tag goes. Right here. So on my finished book, here you go. This is the page that we just created. So you just created this pouch and then this opens, and that opens, and then I decorated and I put 2 pouches, and then you just made this right here, and that's where that tag goes, right? So now you make another one of these, and you would put it right here, which is this one, and here's your pouch, and here's your pouch. So now when you do the inside, right here, which is this inside, this little circle right here, that is where your big tag goes, right in there, and then you just decorate those. So it's like that. So that's that, and it opens, and it closes, and then it's the same thing on the front. Okay, I hope that made sense to you. I had a lot of suggestions of people wanting me to do a Ustream with this one, because it is a little intense on what to do, but I hope that made sense. And this is your one pouch, and then your other pouch, which is this right here. So you got a tag that goes right there, and a tag that goes right in there. Okay, so that's this one right here, like that, and like that. So I hope that made sense. If any of you still would like to do the whole book with me on Ustream, I went ahead and created an account. I'm still really nervous about it, but let me know what you all think. If you'd like to do that, we can do that together. And but anyway, that's it. Really easy, right? Once you see how it's done. Thank you so much, and drop by my blog and follow me. I'm trying to get 100 followers, so I can have some candy for y'all. And thank you for stopping by and for requesting this. Appreciate it. Bye.